Most people that I talk to feel like they need to be in a cutting phase or a bulking phase. They need to focus on losing body fat or gaining muscle mass. And today we're gonna break down how to do both of those at the same damn time. If you don't know me, my name's Liv Wilson. I own Better Version Nutrition, where we help busy professionals lose body fat, gain muscle mass, and stop tracking macros. I've helped over 200 people get results without needing to weigh and measure every little thing that they eat and make it sustainable for a lifetime. Now let's start breaking down how we get our clients to lose body fat and gain muscle mass at the same time. The number one mistake that people make when they're trying to lose body fat and maintain their muscle mass at the same time is their protein is entirely too low. You can think of protein as building blocks. Your body uses it to repair and build muscle tissue. Without enough of those blocks, and when your calories are low, your body will start breaking down your muscle mass to use as energy. If this is happening, you're gonna be experiencing muscle loss, losing strength, and slowing down your metabolism. This is when you can start noticing feeling kind of fluffy even though you're in a cal deficit. Studies consistently show that getting enough protein in is going to help you preserve your muscle mass and focus on losing body fat. So what is enough protein to make sure that you're maintaining your muscle and losing body fat at the same time? About 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight. Now, this is likely not your current weight. For example, if I'm 200 pounds and my goal is to get down to 170, then I'm gonna get 170 grams of protein in on a daily basis, not 200. There's two ways people go wrong on the protein front. Number one, they're not getting enough of it on a consistent basis because they're too worried about being in a calorie deficit, and they're losing muscle mass while they're losing body fat. And because they're losing muscle mass while they're losing body fat, they're not gonna be burning as many calories when they're at rest, AKA when you're sitting at your desk all day. The second way people go wrong on the protein front, and this is rare, but some people will overeat their protein and think that more is better. And depending on what the rest of your macronutrient intake looks like, this can actually put you in a caloric surplus. Even if it's protein, you're still eating more calories than what's required to maintain your weight, causing you to gain weight. The second big thing you need to make sure that you're doing if you're trying to lose body fat and gain muscle mass at the same time is increasing the frequency and intensity that you resistance train. For my clients, I recommend 4 to 5 days a week of intense resistance training. Dumbbells, barbells, bands, even body weight movements where you're getting within 1 to 2 reps of failure. That's gonna be damaging the muscle fibers enough for them to recover and grow back stronger. The intensity part is really where I think people mess up the most. This shouldn't be just checking the boxes in your workout. This needs to be within 1 to 2 reps of failure. If you're familiar with RPE, it should be RPE of 8+. If you're not familiar with RPE, let me break it down. RPE stands for rate of perceived exertion. And you can kind of think about it as a scale of 1 to 10. So an RPE of 8, like I was just referring to, means you have 2 reps left in the tank. An RPE 9 means you have 1 rep left in the tank. And then a 10 is you have no reps left in the tank. You're at failure. When most people do their resistance training, they're only going to a 6 or a 7 RPE. They probably have 3 or 4, maybe even more reps left in the tank, or it's just not close enough to failure. And what I mean by failure is that they're not using heavy enough weights for the amount of reps they're doing, or they're not doing enough reps at the weight that they're doing. So for instance, if you're doing 3 sets of 10 for a strict press, and you're supposed to be doing it at an RPE 8, but you finish the first set and you feel like you have about 4 reps left in the tank at that weight, it means you need to increase the weight. When you're in a calorie deficit, your body is searching for fuel. And without a strong reason to keep muscle around, AKA resistance training often and with intensity, it's gonna start breaking down that muscle to use as energy. Lifting with intensity often 4 to 5 days a week is telling your body, hey, I need this muscle to stick around. Doing this creates mechanical tension and micro tears in your muscle fibers, which signals your body to repair and maintain those muscle fibers even if you're in a caloric deficit. You can kind of think about it like this. A calorie deficit is signaling to your body to lose muscle, but lifting heavy and with intensity or a high RPE is gonna signal to your body to preserve that muscle. And without that signal, your body is going to prioritize energy efficiency. And muscle is expensive to keep around. If you dial in these two factors, prioritizing protein and doing strength training often and with intensity, you definitely can lose body fat and at least maintain, if not even grow, your muscle mass. If you want to learn more about what your body specifically needs to lose body fat and maintain muscle at the same time, there is a link down below this video where you can book in a call with me. I'll ask you a few questions to see if I can really help. We'll break down the investment of the coaching program and see if you're a good fit. See you in the next video.